Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off, I'm Cam, ready. That stock in memory. Please don't pop my tie.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing so long.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Orakpo from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! 38!
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Murray, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Mariota now. Muscling free near the 40. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That was a big-time stop on 3rd down. Offensively, you'd love to tie the game up here, but 3 points might not be a disappointment.
And Succop will put this one right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
3rd down and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st down, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. LeSean Sims with the INT. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
To throw is Mariota. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mariota again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Whitney Mercilus. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion left, the tight end. Third and goal, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Dunn. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Succop will put this one right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Watson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go! Ohio!
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a play fake here on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
Here we go! Brand, let's go!
from the red zone now. Watson, they'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
They'll toss it to Miller. Quick move up, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Mariota now on 2nd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They begin with a run by Miller. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Run, go!
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Play clock winding down. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Ohio! 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 Here we go!
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Watson just beating the play clock. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adoree Jackson with his first NFL pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Mariota. He finds Taylor. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
I think we just saw some evidence of what Tennessee was talking about in the offseason, or really emphasizing on defense, forcing fumbles. Only forced 4 in all of 2016.
The lowest number in the league. They just could not seem to force any fumbles at all last season. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good pickup there at 22. Shift together here from the D-line. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Mariota, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he motions the wide receiver. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. And the wideout in motion. Defense likely bringing pressure. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Ryan Carruthers continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And they're gonna go soft on the corners. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. 2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 1, 9,
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Mariota on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Mariota. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down, Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first down throw for Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a handoff to Miller, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Come on, let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll run it again with Miller. He will push his way down to about the 14. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. What?
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.